Hi,
Welcome
Adam.
to Relative Opinions. Seems like midnight edition.
It does. It's like 9:46 at night.
Yeah,
So I
you'll fade.
squint to
You'll
see
fade
it.
before me, though. We know you
But yeah,
will.
it's gonna be short, man. It's gonna be a short podcast. We decided to come on
That's
and
right.
like go over some stuff. It was supposed to be a little bit earlier, but
For
you
you, our
apparently got
fan base, and I even got pulled over on the way home.
right. You got pulled over by the
Got pulled
police.
over, dropped everything I possibly could. My son's should be a police officer. I came from choir practice from church. I thought of everything I possibly
And he
could
let
say.
you off, didn't
Yes,
he?
he did. I think he was going to let me off anyway because it was a strange deal. And I even saw the policeman, but there was evidently a yield sign, and evidently I
You missed it,
almost ran over some pedestrians. And
but they saw you.
I guess that's good. They saw me because I didn't see them, nor did I see a yield sign, and I even looked. But anyway, it just delayed me. So I'm here now.
I'm
But
delayed mentally.
yeah, it is too
The
late.
later it gets, I'm
Normally,
delayed.
I drink coffee no matter what, but this is too late for coffee.
Yeah, it
Though I think
is
I'd
too
fall
late.
asleep. I think I'd fall asleep anyway. I don't think it makes any difference.
All I know is if I stay up past like 10:45, I have bad sleep. So, it's gonna have to be like a 20-minute
Yeah, it's
little
gonna be quick. It's gonna be
scenario
quick.
here.
Our topic today is freedom. Is it an illusion? We're unhappy. We're unhappy a little
Decided
bit.
to hop on and discuss a little bit of
A
Epstein.
little bit of Epstein.
Um, so
What
wait, now
gives?
not that Epstein's the end all be all, but they ran on Epstein.
Yeah, this was a
They
self-inflicted wound.
Yeah, they ran on Epstein,
They
J
talked about all of them did.
JFK, MLK, yeah.
Yeah,
Trump
Cash Patel.
ran,
I heard him on an interview
yeah.
today. It's an older interview, but he's like the FBI has it, and
9/11.
it
They
was
ran on all this. You know what? None of it's happened.
nothing. That feels like very like this motion
Nothing.
I would have done during the Biden administration too. So there's some similarity. Yeah,
Just nothing. Zero.
I found it aggravating
Nothing's been
when
arrested.
Trump
Nobody's been
basically said,
arrested.
"Move along." That's basically what
Move
Trump told us.
along.
Move along. There's
Scene.
nothing to see
Move
here.
along.
Are you still dwelling on this topic?
How dare you?
I'm gonna because Trump is Trump. He can't help it. Give me a minute. I'm going to talk about the beautiful bill or the B-2 bombers, and those are all great things. But it's almost like I want to say just because you have wins in these other categories, you don't get to ignore this. These do not make this disappear. And so, what is our theories are? I mean, there's two theories. We listened to Tucker Carlson, and I agree with them. I mean,
So the one is I don't think Trump is on the list. Okay.
No, they
Because
would have
yes,
burnt him at the stake already.
yes, they would have. During Biden's term, they would have lit him
They would
on
have.
fire
They would
because
have lit him.
they had all this info during Biden's administration. All this info.
Yes, they already had it. They already
So
had
no,
it.
I don't believe Trump is on it.
No, they would have the whole January 6th thing. Oh man, they would have. Yeah, he'd be in jail too.
He'd be in prison.
Yeah,
He'd be in prison.
He'd be in a special cell.
But I do think they're protecting higher ups and
I think they're doing two things. I think they're protecting people in the intelligence community,
obviously,
who are probably involved in some of this stuff and would be able to be seen and identified. Obviously, Israeli and American, and then they're protecting the people that were the celebrities and power players that were committing acts.
And when you say power players, I mean like your BlackRock, Vanguard, JP Morgan Chase. Yeah. Like you're talking about wealth on another level.
Probably some congressmen or friends of congressmen that would,
obviously,
if it isn't congressmen, it's friends of them.
Governments from other countries.
Everybody.
All sorts, everybody.
Everybody. So they're protecting everybody, and we might as well face it. Nothing's going to come of this.
I honestly think, Adam, that I saw that they just announced like we're going to investigate Comey and somebody else. And okay, All right, they're going to investigate him, and nothing will happen.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it's like
Nothing.
it's like I want to look up the term
Nothing.
investigate. What does that mean? It-
We're
it's-
going to get you before
we're
Congress,
just
and we're
going
going
to
to
investigate. We're not going to come to any conclusions. So
we're
we
going to
just
ask you
investigate.
some questions,
Yeah.
and then you're going to answer. And even if, again, if you sit there and you go, yeah, I did this, we're just going to go, okay, we just wanted to hear that. We wanted for you to say it out loud.
That's right.
So wait, I wasn't Comey the one that did the seashells? Was that Comey?
The seashells.
Yeah, the 86, 46 or whatever he put. Wasn't that him?
Yeah, I think
Isn't
that was
that Comey?
Comey. That was Comey. That
Okay.
was Comey.
So another guy replicated that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He got arrested.
What's good for the goose is not good for the gander. Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I read that today. I read that some other person replicated that, and they actually did get arrested.
I did read that the prosecutor, and the prosecutor's the one that brings in a trial, obviously they're the one that brings the evidence for a judge or jury to decide upon. And it is interesting that P. Diddy and Comey, the prosecutor for both of them, or is it Maxwell? I guess it'd be Maxwell. Yeah, because Epstein didn't go to trial.
Diddy.
Sorry, it's so no, it's Diddy.
Oh, it's Diddy. Oh, okay.
And just whatever her name is, Maxwell, Epstein's wife.
Ghislaine. It wasn't Epstein's wife.
What was she? Whatever she is. But
I don't think he was married.
Anyway, the prosecutor in both those cases, James Comey's daughter.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
cool.
You know, you just can't get rid of these people.
That's cool.
And what I worry about is on a political level, which isn't my biggest concern. I'm like, is this going to blow up on you?
There's a bee.
You sure it's not a little drone?
No.
It's going to hit you in the. It's going to. You know, you said you needed we need more levity. Well, you should have just rolled because it was funny. You screaming and yelling with the bee chasing you.
So angry.
They're angry that they're stuck in the house. They want out.
Yeah, they are. He was very angry.
But
He's under glass right now, but I'm gonna try to set him free.
Is he all red?
He's dark.
What color though? Red or not red?
Not red.
Not red. Not purple wings.
He's got like dark wings.
Okay, because if he's a spider killer, I mean they walk everywhere.
Well, I don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
I just didn't want him to sting me.
My son got stung the other day by one of them. I told you that though. He tried to squish him in a single sheet of Kleenex. I would not advise you grab a bee in a single sheet of Kleenex and try to squish them. The bee will have a problem with that. The wasp and his stinger will go through a single sheet of tissue.
He's like, if you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna sting you.
My son ran around holding his thumb, saying, "I hate you," because I wished it upon him. That was how it happened, not what he did. Me wishing it upon him got him stung. Okay,
so yeah. Anyway, back to Epstein.
So we're upset. I think Trump's base is a little disappointed. You know, I am surprised that the more liberal side of the world isn't all over this.
But why would they be?
I told you they're confused. They don't know what to do because they're like, wait, do we agree with them? Should we jump on the bandwagon? We don't know what to do. They can't be against. Yeah, they can't be pro Epstein.
What's your take on then Bongino and Patel? I'm so glad I didn't buy one of his books.
Cash Patel, when he was interviewed by, she left again. She's gone. She just left. I'll talk to myself. She's back. He was interviewed by Glenn Beck, and he said the FBI had the files. And Glenn Beck was asked him, he said, who specifically? And he kept going, the FBI has all the files. It, it, they all,
So wait. So Cash Patel is in charge of what?
he works for, he's head of the
I know he's
FBI.
under.
Well, the Department of Justice. He works for, he's the FBI, but
So wait,
Pam
who
Bondi's over the
has?
Department of Justice.
So who has the little black book?
What little black book? Nobody has any
Ghislaine.
black book, evidently. I mean,
But Cash Patel was saying who had what?
that the FBI had all the files.
So he's in charge of the FBI now, right?
Yes. And
And
she's the
but
Department
they
of
don't.
Justice.
But they don't
So he
have the
sort of works
files
for her.
anymore.
No,
Hmm.
no,
Okay.
they don't.
Did they just not exist, or did they
The
dis?
bad thing is when
So
she had her little folders. I made these. I made the covers like it was a craft project, and all the
what
people went
about
out
when
going.
she said she had? When they had like thousands of tapes to go through?
But then she said that's thousands of tapes of kiddie porn. It's not thousands of hours of tapes of people doing things at the island. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So just random,
yeah. In other
random.
words, no, it was that there was sex trafficking. They say that. But it's not like they have evidence of the sex trafficking. And as you said before,
So wait,
Ghislaine, why is
um,
she in jail? Who did she
they
traffic?
should. I'm serious. They should free her.
They should.
They should free her because she trafficked to no one.
Yeah.
And so wait, so Huma Abedin and Wiener laptop there? No, we don't. We
No,
don't know.
nothing ever comes forward. I think the intel community just gets a hold of it and says, we're going to keep this when we need to use it against you. The only thing is, I assume if that's true, then that means it's the same intel community using it against people, whether you have a Republican office or a Democrat in office. It's still that community that uses it against them. When they say, well, the intelligence community, isn't the intelligence community different under Trump than under Biden? The top is, but are all the
Well,
little players down below, are they the same people? I don't know.
also, I mean, the same governments are in play in the world, so those haven't necessarily changed. I'm assuming they're all part of it. That's what I'm assuming.
Just
I'm assuming everyone. But I go back to my original question of: are these people now good?
what do you mean are they now good?
No, the people, the fake people, imaginary people, except for Prince Andrew, right? Because he actually did get busted. But everybody else,
Oh,
all the
well,
stuff they were doing, are they no longer doing it?
no, they're still doing it. They've moved on. They've moved on. They still on. They still run these. They're going to run honeypot operations, and although you
Right.
think these
So
people might be smarter at this point, or maybe it works this way, like, hey, they've got all this info on me, whatever little weird depraved stuff I am, I'll just keep doing it. Yeah, I don't
right. So
know,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, so are children still being trafficked by the same
but
people?
but at some point, okay, so it's almost an excuse. We heard them go, well, it's the intelligence community, and I want to go, but they're trafficking kids. How can you justify, well, we serve a greater purpose if we sacrifice children's lives or futures or whatever and do horrible things, but we achieve the desired result of gaining control? It's all for the greater good. Yeah, there's no part of this that plays out well in my mind.
Okay. So like Trump, Pam Bondi, uh Vance, Bongino, I'm assuming. I really don't know a lot about him. I don't think Cash Patel is married or anything. So
No, I think he is. I
I
think
don't think so. I think he has a fiance.
oh, okay.
Um, so you get to raise your children, and your
Right,
children are safe and protected.
right.
But
but
All the
the
children that were
the kids that
trafficked,
disappear off the streets that came across the border.
so they don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're not
no,
gonna
really. I
we're
mean,
not gonna we're not gonna resolve this. And so
I understand that,
no, no, but the question
but
is, do we get over it, or are we still gonna be in a week,
so
are we gonna be waiting for?
how do you get over it? How do you get over? I'm just curious. Like,
And that's what I was
how does
saying.
one get over this?
Trump's wins don't negate this. In other words, if he has these
Right.
wins,
And I'm glad he's had some wins, but I'm just saying, wait, I have a question. If it were one of your children, would you do something about it? If it were one of their children, would they move heaven and earth to find their child? Or would that be for the greater good too?
yeah, yeah, no, no. They're
Or
it's not going to be
they're
their.
protected.
Yeah,
Right. They're protected. So your kids get to have a nice normal life and yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's going to remain a black mark on his record that evidently is probably going to stand throughout his presidency. Anytime somebody brings up Epstein, it's going
Was
to
he just gonna like, oh,
strike a chord in us, like, ooh, yeah, the Epstein. And the problem is, we're not going to give him grace if anything else like this happens during his tenure, because the Epstein, in other words, he changed the bar. He's no longer, you know what I'm saying? He might have been here. Well, now his new normal is here. So he's doing good, but he's never going to hit this again because
right, because
he's picked
in
up some
reality,
baggage.
also it was nothing. RFK, JFK, MLK, those were nothing. I mean, only the what JFK was released, but it was all the old stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it was very anticlimactic too.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was nothing. It was all stuff everybody knew. And 9/11, because he mentioned 9/11 prior. Guess not.
Anything that we thought was a theory, conspiracy theory, or whatever, nothing's coming out over any of that stuff. So
So, on my little serious note,
yes, so
I
this
I, I
was
want to
moderately serious.
I do want to say this on my serious
Thank you,
note.
son. Yes.
Um, I would like to say
I need a bottle opener. Yes.
that with Dan Bongino, Eddie Vance, Trump, you purport your Christianity. So if you're protecting pedophiles, um,
Yeah, I don't know how they. How does it
what
affect
it
you?
wait. So you will stand before God one day. I just want to say this. And what is that scripture? Better a millstone tied around your neck and be cast into the sea than cause one of these little ones to fall. So I'm just saying, maybe it won't happen here, but if you can look at the American people, Dan Bongino, JD Vance, Trump, and go, yeah, but it's for the we're going to drop Epstein. It's for the greater good. Best of luck to you later.
Okay, so you're not finishing on a comic note tonight. We're going.
Well, but it's not funny.
I
It's
know, I
not,
know, I know, I know.
but I'm just saying that this whole thing, you're talking about people with super evil predilections and they're still out there and they're still doing the same stuff and
Yeah, and
nothing's
it's more and more
changed.
accepted. Yeah, we're gonna. I mean, we'll probably revisit this. I mean, I I I, I don't really hold out much that there's something good's gonna come out of this, or that Trump's gonna come forward and go, oh, we just use this for this to accomplish these, you know,
So this whole idea of 3D or 4D or 5D
chess or
chess is
that's
stupid.
not gonna happen.
Whatever. It's not going to happen. It doesn't. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's not even. I don't
Scott
know why
Adams,
people
Scott
say
Adams
that.
from Dilbert and who was canceled, said, this.
He said, he goes, so like like our fear is realized. Like, now. Now at least you know where they stand. They stand along with the elites and the globalists
On
or
this
whoever
particular
they are.
this particular item, they definitely do. And I
But
think
doesn't that affect your soul and
and
who
I
you
think
are as a human being?
I know they cut deals left and right. Um, in Congress, he cut them with the big beautiful bill. They cut, the system is broken, and I don't know that. I don't. I mean, I don't have any fixes for it. I don't. It'd be do the right thing, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we have to decide, where we stand. It will occasionally maybe tarnish our view on Trump's administration going forward.
But my view is tarnished.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, but even on some of our topics, because because we're less likely to give him the benefit of the doubt sometimes now because of this. And I
Well,
don't
yeah,
like the
because it's
way.
a really big thing.
Yeah, I really wish he hadn't jumped in for Bondi and said, we're still talking about this.
Yeah, like
That was
that was
so.
so
It
arrogant.
was like
He's like, how could you even be discussing
yeah.
this?
He set
You,
the tone for the rest of them. Like, don't bring this up. Don't talk about this anymore.
I would have been like, they would have had to ask me to leave. And don't throw poor Caroline Levitt out there
Well,
to
I
try.
feel bad for her.
I do
I feel
too.
bad for her. She's got a bad piece of meat with this Epstein stuff. Yeah, spin that one. Well,
Well, I guess I'm gonna let my try and let this bee go.
let your wasp go.
Wasp, yes,
Yeah.
it is a wasp. I guess I'm gonna let him go, and hopefully I can manage that without getting stung.
I'm gonna drink my root beer,
Uh,
pet my dog, and not
nice.
not think about deep thoughts for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
We
no, I'm
will
done with my deep
we'll
thoughts. I'm
return on
done with it.
Saturday with a variety of topics, not just Epstein. We might not even cover Epstein. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I
really,
agree. Yeah, we've covered it.
yeah,
Unless something
we've done all we can do.
groundbreaking happens
Yes,
between
yes.
now and
Stay tuned.
Saturday.
Stay tuned. All
All
right,
right,
Shonda,
Adam.
for Wednesday
I'll talk
night,
to
Relative Opinions is out.
you. Peace out. Bye.
Bye.